Boogeyman band coming round the bend. Is Boogeyman band. Is Boogeyman band.
Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends, and thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Saw an article today on JoeBlow.com regarding the Friday the 13th franchise, or specifically the Jason universe, which I talked about in my Friday the 13th video. Last year I did one on it talking about this Jason universe because that's when all of the information about what it was going to be started popping up. It was like last spring. I believe it was in May of last year. And then we had some more information. We had a redesign of Jason that Greg Nicotero did, and there was also the announcement that the Crystal Lake series that's going to star Linda Cardellini was moving forward. They had a little more information about that this past Friday the 13th. Well, today there's a new article about it, and I just don't know what to think about this. I mean, as people know me, besides Salem's Lot, which is my favorite movie of all time, but my favorite horror franchise is Friday the 13th, and I love Jason Voorhees. But this Jason Universe thing just doesn't make any sense to me because there's no information, there's nothing about a new movie. Outside of the television series, all we're getting is like, NEC is supposed to be putting out a Jason Universe figure. Does anybody really want that? I mean, I'm a completist and I love the Jason character and I love Greg Nicotero. But like most people, I'm not that crazy about the new look of Jason. But anyway, let me get into this article. It says, Jason Universe coming to San Diego Comic-Con with an exclusive sneak peek at the new Friday the 13th vignette. And this was written by Kevin Frazier. It says, while we have yet to receive a new Friday the 13th movie, Jason Voorhees will be back in action in Sweet Revenge, a bloody short-form vignette sponsored by Angry Orchard Hard Cider. Friday the 13th fans will soon be able to get a peek at the short, as the exclusive first look will be unveiled during the Jason Universe panel at San Diego Comic-Con. The panel will take place on Friday, July 25th. It will celebrate Friday the 13th's 45th anniversary and include exclusive first looks, multiple giveaways, and a never-before-heard insights from the original members of the family that started it all. Sweet Revenge writer-director Michael P. Nelson, Wrong Turn, will be on hand to share the sneak peek. There will also be a panel-exclusive message from the set of Crystal Lake, the upcoming TV series from A24 and Peacock. The official description from the Jason Universe celebrating 45 years of Friday the 13th panel, 45 years since Jason first haunted our screens, and now it's time to return to it for a new era. Join Jason Universe and Horror Inc. to celebrate the legacy, evolution, and future of one of the horror's most iconic franchises with Horror Inc. President Robert Barsamian, VP Robbie Barsamian, and CMO Sherry Kahn, Sweet Revenge writer-director Mike P. Nelson of Wrong Turn, Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Atomic Monster EVP of film Judd Scott, who's responsible for Megan, or Mithrigan, whatever you want to call it, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. This can't miss panel moderated by Mondo's senior creative director Peter Santa Maria, aka Attack Peter, will dive deep into Jason's blood-soaked history and what's lurking ahead, with an inside look at the brand new design of Jason and his infamous hockey mask, as well as an exclusive first look at the upcoming Jason Universe short-formed vignette, Sweet Revenge. And this writer does kind of share the sentiment of me, and I'm sure many other Friday the 13th fans that are reading this. He says, I'm anxious to see Jason slicing and dicing as much as the next guy, but I wish it were in a proper film and not something that sounds a lot like a commercial for hard cider. But hey, keep an open mind. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I really don't. All of this shit that has stalled the Friday the 13th franchise, the lawsuit between Victor Miller and Horror Inc., Sean Cunningham's company, and this is what we're getting. I mean, Vicente DeSanti did a better job of giving fans some Jason, movies with the Never Hike Alone, Never Hike in the Snow, and Never Hike Alone 2. He's done some amazing work of, sort of filling this void since the 2009 reboot, which I still think is a stellar Friday the 13th movie, and I just can't understand what they're doing. It just makes no sense to me why they're doing this stuff with this Jason universe when no one really asked for this. All people want is a new Jason movie. We don't want a television series either. I love Linda Cardellini. I'm a big fan of hers. I have been ever since seeing Strangeland, and I also really loved her, of course, on ER and in the Scooby-Doo films. She's a terrific actress, but I really don't need to see the history of Mrs. Voorhees. I just want to see a new Jason movie, just like all of us. We're going on 17 years. 17 years, almost 2 decades since we got the last Friday the 13th film. And being a Friday the 13th fan, a very hardcore Friday the 13th fan since I was about 10, 11 years old, especially, you know, after Jason Lives, when I really just became a huge fan of the franchise. This isn't interesting to me. I'm not interested in this Jason universe. I will be excited to see a new film happen, but I'm not really digging the direction that they're going with this. Yeah, I'm just curious what you guys think about this Jason Universe stuff and this panel that's going to be at Comic-Con on July 25th. Let me know down in the comment section below. Would love to hear from everyone. As always, thanks so much for stopping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Talk to you again real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always.